Okay, so hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Canadian Spectrum. Thank you very much for coming. Just a very quick, introduction to our group. It's a group of free people, so we're all here free thinkers, saying whatever comes to our mind without any kind of sensitivity. Today, I thought maybe we can introduce to each other, the Canadian spectrum, the whole idea of the spectrum. This, whole idea of different colors, the beauty of the spectrum. This tree of the spectrum, bringing all the different colors in the universe together. And, maybe I'd like us to do a little experiment here. So I'd like each one of you here to pick your favorite color. Just pick one color only. Pick your favorite color out of these. Whatever color you like. Perfect. What I'd like everybody to do is to color, please. Start coloring. And to the best that you know, start coloring it, making it beautiful. And if you have any problems, you don't need to color. If you have any problems, color what you can. If you have problems, do not color. Share colors with your partners. Sitting with you at the table or sitting behind you. Doesn't matter. Okay? But again, if you, when borrowing from other people, you still cannot make a perfect picture, you don't have to paint it all. There's a third thing to help coming up.
It's not working.
Yeah, I know.
Change the one only.
So everybody, just a quick reminder, this is an English speaking only group, please.
Oh, sorry.
Only use English, only, no other languages.
Huh?
There is red, there is red.
Details.
Much longer than usual.
Or sky.
So, if you had this box with you, like if everybody had this box with you, would it have been easier? Of course, right? It would have been much easier. But it took you some time, right? Because what did you have to do?
Borrow.
Borrow, right? At the very beginning, were you able to color the picture completely? Yeah, some people were unable to paint anything. Some people are just able to paint a little part or make it look ugly, and then you had to borrow. But when you had to borrow, when each one of you had just one color, was it enough?
No.
No. When you had two colors, each one, then yes. Exactly. So, what we've just proven, like with our own experience here, like this box here is like, the box of talents. This is the box of abilities. It's what we've done right now is just life, what we have in life. You're born with a color, an ability. And did any of you know what kind of picture will I give you?
No.
No? Did you have similar pictures?
No.
No again? So everybody's born. You don't know what will life throw at you. Where were you to be born? What things you need. And we don't all get the same kinds of experience. You might need more, you might need less. Right? And so you would need to borrow. When you borrowed the two abilities of each other, then you were able to do it. Without that, impossible. Completely impossible. And you had this picture. Of course, some of you had this picture. it looks nice, but of course something is missing. Color. And of course, like the natural one is a beauty because of the huge variety of colors. And some of you have this picture.
Yeah.
Again, very pale, very dry picture. No real life in it at all. Look at, you know, like something like a real picture here. Very, very beautiful. What is the basic difference really? Color, yeah, color, this one. Some of you have this one. This was maybe the most troublesome picture for some of you. This is how life really is. Some people have more things to do than other people. You don't choose that. You can't choose that. Some people have 2 things to do, 3 things. Some people are just born with a very busy lifestyle.
Yeah.
They must do many, many things. And those people might need to borrow a lot. Or actually, even if you don't have that today, you might have that tomorrow. You might need to borrow lots of things. So to make this beautiful thing, you know, the rainbow, you needed to borrow 7 colors, which is something we can all have, you know, in life. It's the beauty of life, you know, this spectrum. People like you and I here, like, you know, the way, the difference in looks we have, the difference in belief we have, the difference in way of thinking you and I have, is what gives this real beauty, this spectrum. Just want to share something with everyone here, and then we'll be starting our big discussion. On that, you know, like I wrote a couple of years ago trying to imagine like the beauty of this variety of room. And even when trying to turn it into some kind of, you know, even when mixing, so what are the lyrics in? What is the language that I'm using in the lyrics? What is the language of this song? English, right?
Yeah.
But I also tried, when making it with music, to make a monochrome, a multi-chromatic, not a monochrome. So not English with English music. If you had a room with a view, what would you like to see? A blue morning sky, calm lake, wild river or sea, or a green hill where you may lie under a tree. What would you like to see? What would you like to see? Pure white snow, ice sheets where you can ski, warm yellow sandy beach or lags and be free. Violets to gaze as for lovers and to be. What would you like to see? What would you like to see? A red sun on the horizon in a mystical spring, an orchard of oranges with the spring jubilee. It's better than joy, 2 colors, maybe 3. What would you like to see? What would you like to see? Better still a rainbow with colors from A to Z. 1 color would kill us, don't we all agree? Like nature needs colors, so do we. Like trees need rivers and a sun, I need you and you need me. But really, what would you choose? Like if you had a room with a view, what would you like to see? Seriously.
Depends on the mood. Sometimes.
What would be the best thing to see from a room?
The nature.
Yeah.
Nature. Yeah, nature. Nature with
green color.
Yeah.
green color.
Yeah.
So would you like to see a green sky? Would you like to
Not
see a green
sky,
river?
green forest.
Yeah, so again,
Also.
yeah, but if you like the color green, you wouldn't like a green sky, would you?
No.
If you like the color blue, you wouldn't like a blue tree, would you?
Okay.
No,
Blue sky with the green
absolutely.
trees.
Yeah, and maybe red flowers, right?
Yeah.
And maybe some oranges would be even
And
more
yellow
beautiful.
flowers.
Yellow sand,
Yeah.
red sun, right?
Right.
So the more colors, the merrier, the more beautiful it becomes. If it's just one color,
It's not.
it's monochrome. Yeah. One color is so dry, it's so dead. So we all agreed that, everybody agreed that colors and variety is beautiful, right? But there are two theories, and this is where we really start our discussion. There are two theories of mixing the different colors together. There's one thing called a melting pot and a salad bowl. In the melting pot over here is just like a cocktail. So you put all the different things together, you milk them, you mix them, and they're just one mix. So let's talk about a country like Canada. Our beautiful country here is growing up. It's being created. So like Canada as we know it in terms of, name is 150 years old. In terms of land, it's how many years old? It's only 19 years old, yes. Yukon joined Canada in 1999. So either way, 19 or 150 is still very young. So to build a nation, a strong nation, which one do you think is better?
In my opinion,
Yeah.
the
Sorry
salad
about
bowl,
that. Yeah.
salad bowl
Yeah.
is the first, second generation tourism.
Okay.
And they became a melting pot when they have children who is born here,
Okay.
he lives here, and
So
teach
think
everything what is here.
it naturally
Not-
comes.
Yes, yes.
It naturally comes.
Yeah.
But is that really true? Do all second generation people here?
Nothing is done.
Yeah.
It's been fixed.
Not completely, right?
No.
Not everybody goes because, from my experience, I even talked to some of you about it before. I've seen third generation Canadians who have nothing to do with the melting
They
pot
understand.
whatsoever. At all. At all. They have no relationship with anybody else except their country of origin, their culture of origin, 100%. Not one tiny change at all. A salad bowl, but with maybe a common dressing.
Yes.
Yeah, so like a salad bowl, you're thinking that maybe we can have the lettuces, tomatoes, onions, and so on, but we can have just one, like a vinaigrette dressing, maybe for everything, or a ranch dressing, blue cheese, whatever, like one kind of dressing for all of them. So although they're different carrots, tomatoes, and so on, but we can put one dressing for everybody that can combine them. Is that possible too? Okay, so let's say I'm eating the salad, but I don't like onions. Okay, can I or can't I put the onions aside? Can I or can't I? I can, absolutely, right. Can I put the carrots aside?
You don't have melting.
Yeah, but in the melting pot, can I do this?
No.
No. Take it all or leave it all, right? So again, which one is better for a nation, for a growing nation? How easy it is to achieve this melting pot in real life. Like, because who decides what kind of ingredients will go into this cocktail? So are we having more tomatoes or less onions or like more lettuce? Are we having them more equal? Because in the salad bowl, there are different vegetables again. So are you mixing them equally, exactly? Or are you mixing them in a different trend? Who decides that? Who decides that?
Who can do that?
Right.
Who can do that?
Yeah, and then here
who
comes
can do that?
this one here. Humiliation, shame, dishonor, stigmas, prejudice, disagreement. Will it be easy for you to like be a carroty cucumber? Is it easy for you to have a carroty cucumber or a lettucey tomato? How easy is that? Would the other tomatoes be proud of you if you're a lettucey tomato? Would the other carrots be proud of you if you're a carroty cucumber? Not really, eh? Not really. So is this really doable? Is this melting pot really doable? Yes or no? What do you think?
if the melting pot is durable, like long term, you need.
Yeah, long term, but I'm talking about your own group. Like if you're a tomato, and then you want to be like a lettucey, cucumbery, you know, like oniony tomato. Will the other tomatoes be okay with that? Would they tell you good job?
Their
Or
problem.
might be a problem.
It's their problem. Because
So you think it's
if
their problem?
I am a carrot and I want to be a tomato, I will be a tomato.
Okay.
But if somebody don't want, it's their problem.
But how easy is that in real life?
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not
easy at
it's
all.
not that much, like when people get married to from other countries,
Yeah.
like, or from another religion,
Yeah.
it will become a melting pot.
But how easy
Again,
is that?
Yeah,
And
it's-
how common is that?
It's not easy at the beginning, but nowadays it becomes like
It's unusual.
not easy, yet not too easy.
Yeah.
But it becomes diffused more than before.
Again, it's not the norm, right? It's not the norm.
Yeah.
And like people would always tell you, come on, like,
You know,
can't you
because-
find anyone from your background who's
Exactly,
the
yeah.
only
But you know,
guy or
it's
girl that you
because,
found?
For example, because
So yeah, when we talk about education, are we talking about technical education? Because, you know, like, let's say that I'm like a perfect surgeon, okay? But what does surgery or medicine?
Don't
Yeah.
add too much points.
But again,
Who is
yeah.
a doctor in Romania have
Yeah.
to make all the faculty.
yeah, they have to do the, but what I'm
Again.
trying to say, like, let's say that you are, let's say a surgeon, engineer, whatever. Like, how much does your education, if you have the PhD in surgery, how much does this relate to cultures? Zero relationship. You can be a genius in whatever, in law, in engineering, in whatever. But this has zero relationship with cultures. You're completely ignorant. You're a completely ignorant person when it comes to history, to cultures, you have no idea whatsoever. So the real sieve would be really this, you know, like, how much are you capable of, yeah, and not to tolerate, but how much are you ready to enjoy the other? Do you really want that? Do you really want that? And you're not saying that just, you know, like in dry words. Because very strange, you would find somebody living in a place, they can't find a job, they can't find anything, but they're still staying in that place. Still staying. Why? Because my people are living here. But my friend, if you go to A, B, or C, you might find a very good job. No. I don't want to be with those strangers. I don't want to be with the others. I just want to come here, only here. Many people, even before coming to Canada, they would automatically, they choose where they're going to stay, even before coming and seeing the place. Whereas my group, they're staying here, so I come here. Automatically. Automatically. And what happens if you do not live in the same place where your group is? They'll blame you, yeah, they'll tell you. And what you'll think of yourself.
I'm an odd.
Exactly, I'm so
Yes.
poor, I'm so unlucky, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm lucky like those people. And they'll tease you, make fun of you. Oh, you're living alone there, yeah. You wish you were with us, you know. So there's always this one here. There's always this big, you know, like, you're always between the hammer and the anvil. Somebody's always like bang, 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 bang on you, and then you're not being in there.
Smash.
Okay, so you should always be ready for that, for this hammer and the anvil, like always banging here and there, and you need to be more resilient. Yeah, so you shouldn't be just like, you know, so solid. And so like, because if you're so solid, you're easily broken.
Yeah.
If you're resilient, just like any plant, when there's wind, it just goes with the wind, comes back. You need to be so resilient and so flexible. You don't need to be so hard that it would be so hard to
People get forced to leave their lands. Others see loved ones die between their hands. Some get persecuted as gangsters' bands for rape, faith, genders, or belief stands. You and I and everything our eyes see are the fruits of Mother Nature's tree. Without a female and male, you can never be. She always needs he, and he needs she. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red are why we love rainbows that has them all spread. Variety is beauty. A peacock's tail is prettier than its head. Symphonies come from instruments of wood, brass, and lead. People get forced to leave their lands. Others see loved ones die between their hands. Some get persecuted as gangsters' bands for rape, faith, genders, or belief stands. Can you hold with an old thumb's hand, or enjoy a one-color in sky or land, a one-actor film, or a one-color strand, a one-food buffet, or a market with one brand? An endless day or night that will make us frail. Endless winter, summer, destroying life's scale. A one career while all others fail. You'll be eternally trapped in a monotone jail. People get forced to leave their lands. Others see loved ones die between their hands. Some get persecuted as gangsters' bands for rape, faith, genders, or belief stands. Before we start any bigotry, action or speech, let's contemplate what nature has to teach. From ice caps to deserts, from a forest to beach, nature's variety gives harmony with no breach. Let's end stigmas and stop to self-deceive. We came from a single couple of Adam and Eve. Everyone has a thread in civilization's weave. Cut a thread, the weave is gone, and you'll never, ever retrieve. People people get forced to leave their lands. Others see loved ones die between their hands. Some get persecuted as gangsters' bands for race, face, genders, or